In this piano tutorial, I want to share a progression or cadence that I heard, and it was very interesting because of the voicings that were being used. And these voicings sort of made the melody stand out within the progression. And even though the chords that are played within the progression are not that complicated, the voicings may be a little bit different than what we're used to. So this progression starts off on the major 6, and we're in the key of C major, and it sounds something like this. Right? These chords aren't that complicated, but I want to place emphasis on the different voicings that are used. So like I said, we started off on the 6, and then we go to a 2. And usually when we think 6 or major 6 in the key of C major, we would think A major or even an A dominant, which is correct. But the voicing that we use in this case is this one right here. Right, so we're playing a G on the bass, which would be the dominant 7th or the minor 7th for A. Then we have the 5th, we have the dominant 7th again, and then the major 3rd. So as you can see, we don't even have the 6 or the A within this chord. It's sort of implied because of the guide tones that we have, right? We have the minor 7th or the dominant 7th and the 3rd, which imply that we're playing an A7. So we have this first chord, and then we resolve it to the 2, right? So it's sort of a 5-1. So 5-1 or 6-2, right? So it has that 5th to 1 relationship. And the way that we voice this D minor is as a D minor with the octave up top, and this minor 3rd as the bass, right? The F as the bass. And as you can hear, that relationship between this chord and this chord, you can sort of feel that tension and release, right? This chord, this note right here wants to resolve to the D, and the rest of the notes want to resolve to their respective locations, right? And then what happens is that we invert the chord and we repeat the same progression, right? We're going from the 6 to the 2. So we play a 6. In this case, it's voiced in this manner, right? Before we had this one, now we're voicing it as this E diminished 7th, right? Still omitting the 6, right? Still omitting this A, but it's still implied because of the guide tones, right? We have the 3rd and the minor 7th. In this case, we also have a flat 9, right? This B flat is the flat 9 of A, right? And from there, we play a D minor, right? A regular D minor. So it's sort of more of an open voicing. Usually we would play a whole chord, but in this case we're sort of playing it as open as possible. Something like this. Then we play a C major, right? Very open, very full because of this drop 2 voicing we're using in the left hand, right? We take the C major in second inversion and we take the C, bring it down an octave. That's how we get that chord. Then from here we go to the F, right? A simple progression, a simple voicing again. Then we play a 3. In this case, we're voicing it as an E7 flat 9. And an easy way of forming this chord is we have an E and the 3rd, which is A flat, and from that 3rd we simply go up by 3 half steps. So 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 3, and 1 2 3. Okay. And then we resolve this 3 to the 6, which is an A minor. Then we go to the 5, which is a G major, and we finish on C. Okay, so all together again. And that would be the whole progression. Now, something that you may have not noticed is what the last note of each chord is doing, right? This is what we can call the melody of this progression, right? We start off on the C sharp, then we play a D, then an E, then an F, then a G, then an A, then a B, then a C, then a D, and then an E, right? It's sort of a simple melody going up the major scale, except for this beginning note. And we basically added a chord to each melody note, right? So that would be the whole progression. So if you made it to this point of the video, quick reminder, I have a piano course available. It's in the first link of this video, and you can get all the information through that link. And also, if you like these type of videos, feel free to leave a like and also subscribe so you keep receiving these videos.